Hey, what's going on, everyone? SurgicalSnipes here, back at it again with another Diablo Immortal video. Day 20, y'all. We are now in day 20 of Diablo tries to contact Blizzard Entertainment. All right? It's been 20 fucking days, y'all. 20 days, y'all. 20 days of doing this series, and it ain't gonna stop anytime soon, and what else? I'm running out of shit to talk about. I pretty much said everything that I was supposed to say about this topic, and I don't know what else to say. So I'm just gonna start commentating on my matches, and that's about it, because I don't gotta keep repeating it over and over and over again. Because it's already known. I have to be talking about other stuff. I have to be talking about maybe other things of the game. Because we already had this topic covered already, right? This is already done already, right? As far as the convincing part. You see what I'm saying? And every time I die in the game, it's not legit. Everybody knows that. It's not legit every time I die. Right? Either the guy has more resonance than I do, or his stats or secondaries or something is way higher than mine. And, it's never legit when I die in the game. So, now that that is known, people are starting to understand what's going on. And, I've had supporters of mine since year one, so when I say day 20, it's really like year 4 almost, right? It's May 1st. It's May 1st, 2026. It's a new month now, We just got out of April. I did my April Fool's joke a couple days after April 1st last month, and that one popped off, that video popped off. And everybody was like, what the fuck at the end, it seems like the only time my video hits the algorithm a little bit, hits the YouTube algorithm a little bit, is when every time I say I'm leaving. Every time I say I'm quitting the game. It just makes no sense whatsoever. The algorithm doesn't trigger when I play a PvP match, or I talk about, whatever is going on in the game or something. The algorithm just triggers only when I'm saying I'm leaving. It makes no sense. It is what it is. With these videos, it's just trying to win the lottery, I guess, with these videos. Hoping one of them will trigger the algorithm to where the video is being shown to the community, right? To the thousands, if not more, players that actually play Diablo Immortal, right? My voice, my message of being Diablo, of being the true immortal of Diablo Immortal, should be heard by all the players of the community who are serious about the game, who are serious players about the game, because that way they know, that way they have the truth, that way they have the truth of who the true immortal is, or the #1 player of the game is, and yeah, hopefully, one of these videos will trigger it. I don't know. I'm just gonna keep doing it. I'm gonna keep. That's all I can do, right? Is just keep uploading videos, and then hopefully, one of them will trigger the algorithm, the YouTube algorithm. So, I'm hopeful. It's the truth. It's the truth. So I got nothing to worry about, right? It's the truth. So, you don't gotta worry about nothing if it's the truth. And with anything in life, right? As long as a person knows that he's saying the truth, and it's 100%, and he actually believes it's 100% true to his heart, and every day he goes out of his way to show it, to prove it, then people will respect the truth, right? People might hate on the truth, but Everyone respects the truth if it's really the truth. Whether you hate the person or not, or whether you hate or like the person, you know, the truth is the truth, and that's why I'm doing this. Yeah, so if you guys haven't seen my video yesterday talking about the true Immortal Crusades, the video is out now, and that one was a really good one. That's where I talk about the true Immortal Crusades, where I would go, me and my clan and allied clans, we would go to all the servers of the game, all the servers in all the regions of the game, and then we would just go there and take over the entire server politics there, you know, because I'm the true immortal of the game. I'm the #1 player, right? So all the gold statues that have the immortal leader's name on it for that specific server cluster, those are all false. Those are all false gold statues. Why? Because the game is pay to win, and I'm the #1 PvP player in it. So obviously, that's why. That's the logic, right? That's the reasoning behind it, right? That's the general gist, right? I'm the #1 PvP player of the entire game, you know, and that's what it is. I'm the most difficult player to kill in the PvP of the game, and you know, like these matches here, you know, like look at this shit. This is right. This loss wasn't legit. The three times I died wasn't legit, you know, and I was still able to get the most kills versus players who use 5-star gems, charms, runes, familiars, ancient gear, players who are, you know, 20, 30 levels ahead of me in the server Paragon and all that, you know, so players who have more resonance than me, whether it's a little bit more resonance or whatever, they still have more resonance than I do, some of them, you know. You see, so a guy, this is a perfect example of this match, right? I was able to kill the most players, right? Get the most kills. And everybody, when I had the least amount of gear equipped, and I was able to perform better than everybody who had all the gear equipped. You see? They all equip charms, runes, 5-star gems, familiars. They equip all that shit, and they're like 20, 30 levels ahead of me in the server Paragon, and I was still able to get the most kills. So what does that mean? That means that if I had equipped all the same extra stuff that they have, all the normal gear that's intended to equip in the game, then I would have way more kills than what I have now. And I didn't even need it, right? I didn't even need to what's it called? To equip any of that stuff, any of the extra stuff in order to perform. To get the highest kill stat in the whole match. And I have so many matches like this, not just in Conquer PvP, but in Battlegrounds, also in Alley of Blood, you know, so that's what it is, y'all. All right, this is 100% confidence talking. This is 100% confidence talking right now. You guys are witnesses to this, you know, and those guys that I just played in that match, they're witnesses also. You know, this is the truth, and all I'm doing is trying to get in contact with Blizzard Entertainment so that I may claim what I rightfully earned, which is to be recognized as Blizzard Entertainment's Diablo, the #1 player, the #1 PvP player of the entire franchise. So that's what I'm doing, y'all. That's what I'm doing. This is just another match, another proof video. I have so many of these out there. I've done it for almost 4 years already. You know, we got to turn the page here already and move forward already, because the faster Blizzard recognizes me as Diablo, the faster my claim will be honored. If you guys want to know what my claims are, my reward claims and all that, you know, I have that in my description of my videos. One of them would be, you know, to go to Blizzard headquarters, have an office there, and start streaming there, with a max resonance account, and initiate the True Immortal Crusades. What is the True Immortal Crusades? I talked about it in my last video in day 19. If you guys wanted to check that out, and some other videos also, but that was like the main video that where I talked about it yesterday. And yeah, True Immortal Crusades. Let's make the truth happen, y'all. Well, the truth is already here, right? But the pay to win prevents me from doing what I can easily do, which is take over all the servers via PvP competition, right? But it's not all on me, right? It's not 1v1. It's 8-on-8, right? So it's just, I can't do it alone, right? No matter how good I am at the game, I'm gonna have to have a good team also, right? Because the other players are not just gonna let the other players of all the other servers from all over the world are not just gonna let us take over the server without a fight, right? So that would be the content, right? That would be the golden content right there, we may not win every match, right? If the other team is like extremely good, but I know that I am way more than qualified. I'm overqualified for this title, for this position of being the true immortal of the entire game, right? Nobody else does what I do in this game. That's a fact, and that's why I'm talking like this, But I'm running out of video here, If you guys want to hear more stuff about all that, check out my other videos on it. They'll be in my playlist, my Diablo Tries to Contact Blizzard playlist. So, yeah, the video's already over, so I gotta stop talking now, all right? Till next time, y'all. Surgical Snipes signing off.